If you're back here again, thank you. I appreciate you. Today's project, we're not really gonna like build anything or create anything. We're just gonna simply improve on something. I'm sure some of you guys have seen my steering wheel from the homies over at AZAUTOWHEEL. Shout out to them. They hit me up and said, hey, let's get some interior parts done for that square body, because in my opinion, the interior just needs a little bit more carbon fiber to accent the steering wheel. The steering wheel is absolutely beautiful. It's the nicest part of my whole entire truck, easily. But there needs to be a little bit more carbon fiber on the interior just to accent it. In my opinion, you can go a little too far with carbon, and obviously in my case, you can go a little too less. So we're gonna have a couple of the pieces done on the interior. So I decided on to accent the steering wheel. We're gonna do the gauge bezel. We're gonna do the molding on the front of the dash. And we're also gonna do, because the doors I think need something if the dash is gonna have that. So we're gonna do a little something on the doors. We're gonna do the armrest pads for the doors. So I think that'll just be enough carbon fiber to kind of just tie everything in there together. Because the steering wheel, like I said, is beautiful all by itself, but it needs something else to kind of tie everything in there together. So that's what we're gonna try to do. So we'll pull the truck in here, we'll get this little tiny go-kart out of here, we'll get the stuff ripped out of the dash. I'll show you how to do it if you're not sure, and yeah, let's get started. And no, that's not my car. You'll see why. So as you can tell, there's just not enough carbon fiber in there. It looks great, don't get me wrong, but the steering wheel just makes everything look not as nice because that thing is such a nice piece. We're gonna get started ripping all this stuff out of here, put it in a box, ship it up to AZAUTOWHEEL, and I think like 6 to 8 weeks we'll get it back, and then that's where we'll pick up this video. So let's get started ripping all this crap out of here. Bezels out. Go ahead and do yourself a favor. All the screws that you use to hold that thing in, get yourself a little bag or something, or even like I do, a little piece of tape, you know, mark it on there, gauge bezel screws, just so you don't lose them. So the next thing to pop off would be the dash cover, if you have one. Little vents will pop out. Stay tuned for a little later video on these. I got a pretty cool idea with these if you're a square body person and you're wondering if, like, I don't know, do they make anything cooler than this? I'm going to. Just stay tuned on that. So you pop those vents out. My dash cover is not even glued in. Boom! And then you get to see the absolutely atrocious dash that you covered up. But that's gotta go. So we're gonna yank that out now. So if you've never taken one of these dashes out before, it ain't that bad. All right, so there's 4 7mm nuts here. 3, 4. God, look how nice this dash is. You could eat off that and go to the doctor. Yeah, we'll get those nuts off. There's 2 clips in the back here. We'll pull right on out, get the dash. There's also one on the side here, a little jerk over here. Now that we got all 4 of those nuts out, and well, 3 nuts and 1 screw in my case. There's 2 clips you just pull here, dash pops right out. Then once you got that ripped out, you got like, I don't know, 3 or 4 3/8 little nuts on the back here, and then get your molding off. Into a box and ship it up the road and wait. I think he said somewhere between 6 to 8 weeks to get all of it done. Hey, it doesn't matter. Take your time. It's gonna look chef's kiss. I cannot wait for this. It's gonna be just a perfect amount of accent, like I said, to the carbon fiber that's already in the truck with the steering wheel. That way the steering wheel isn't just by itself saying, hey, look at me all bougie. Now it's gonna have some bougie friends in the interior. So we'll pick this video back up 6 to 8 weeks from now.
4 to 6 weeks later.
6 weeks later. We got it. We got this big, beautiful box we've been waiting on. Can you take a look at this box? It's just a nice box. It's a long wait for just a box. Psych. Now, I've only opened it just to make sure everything is in there. I haven't actually taken a look at what they did, so I'm actually pretty excited about this. This is my genuine reaction. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and tear on into here. Shout out to AZA Auto for how good you guys wrap this stuff up. This is good stuff. Shoo! Good Lord, look at that. So I'm gonna give you some nice B-roll footage to do this justice so you can actually see what it looks like. So we'll insert that now. Man, I gotta say, they absolutely knocked it out of the park. Huge shout out to AZAUTOWHEEL. You guys have been so awesome. Now, I understand that some of you guys are probably like, yeah, this is not really my taste, or maybe if not a lot of you. Already having the carbon fiber steering wheel in there, it does kind of need a little bit of something to accent it, and I think this is just enough without going like totally overboard with it. But yeah, again, huge shout out to you guys at AZAUTOWHEEL. If you guys need anything carbon fiber, I mean, they make all kinds of killer custom steering wheels. You know, leather, suede, carbon fiber, forged carbon fiber, regular carbon fiber, different colored carbon fiber. So definitely hit them up if you guys want any custom parts like that. So I'm not gonna bore you on putting everything back together. You can just do the opposite of what I did in the beginning. So once it's all in there, I'll get some more B-roll. Actually, we'll call it C-roll. I like C-roll better. We'll get some more C-roll footage of it in there and you guys can see how bougie it looks on the interior. Want to interject something here real quick. If you go through some of my reels, kind of like maybe a month or two ago, I did post a video on how to make these dash covers fit a lot better. I still need to glue mine back in. This is just sitting in here for now. But if you do want to watch that, it shows you how to kind of skin the old dash to kind of give this more bite on the dash, I guess you could say. But it definitely makes a huge difference. So anybody with a dash cover, I highly recommend taking a look at that video before you reinstall. All right, so that pretty much wraps that up. Honestly, this is nicer than anything I thought I'd have in my interior, but now this kind of gives me a little bit more motivation to start making the rest of the interior as nice, because honestly, we still got a long way to go. We still got to do the carpets, the sound deadening. We're taking the bench seat out, going to do bucket seats, center console, still got to do the headliner, so there's still a lot of work to do in here, so plenty more content to come on that. But again, huge shout out to the guys over at AZAUTOWHEEL / AZA Auto Trims. I mean, they just knock it out every single time. They always going above, beyond, always taking care of me. And if you guys need anything carbon fiber, leather wrap stuff, I mean, take a look at their page. They do all kinds of stuff. Pretty much any make and model steering wheel. Hit them up. You will not be disappointed, I promise. So if you actually made it this far in the video, thanks. I really do appreciate it. On the next video, or maybe like next couple videos or something in the future, I've been thinking about something. So I want to change up something on the outside of this truck, and what I think that's going to be is the wheels. I've been kind of in a dilemma with two different options. So don't get me wrong, I really love these wheels. I love the size, the setup, and everything like that. I just wanted something different. So here's what I'm thinking. Two options. First option, so one side would be these wheels, and the other side would be the exact same size, offset and everything, just a different style of weld wheel that I've been maybe wanting to try or something like that. So that's option one. Option two, we keep the front 17-inch wheels and get rid of the backs, and we go 15-inch with a big, meaty beadlock tire on there or something like that. So smaller wheel, bigger tire, or 2 sets of wheels, 1 on each side. So both of them seem really cool. I've been going back and forth on these options. I may just do a poll or something, see what you guys think. And yeah, comment down below what you guys would do. I'm kind of curious to see what people think. I haven't seen too many people do the 2 sets of wheels on one truck. I think that would actually be pretty cool. But then again, having a big old meaty drag pack in the back, even though I don't need it, still cool anyways. So let me know what you think. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you soon.